coming out from my morning run. It's 6:30 in the morning. That's what time I go running because it's just become light out, but it's still cool. Otherwise, it's just too hot the rest of the day. And there's normally a lot of people heading down to the beach, but today's Sunday, so it'll be pretty quiet. So I thought I'd take you guys on my morning run that I've been doing every day since I got here in Antigua. So I've never really felt anxious about running down here, but there are some kind of important safety tips to remember if you're going to be running. The main thing actually is the state of the roads. I'll show you. Some pretty nasty potholes and uneven surfaces and literally crap on the ground. So to offer a couple of safety tips for running down here, or if you're running in any foreign country where you don't usually run, it's a good idea to not have earphones on or be listening to music in a way where you can't also hear what's going on around you. So we're just heading up over the rise to get our first view of the ocean. It is a beautiful, still, lovely morning. So let's talk about dogs for a minute. You do see a fair number of stray dogs down here, and when you first get here, you might find it quite disconcerting. I've never had a serious problem with a dog or even actually been chased. I've been certainly barked at a lot, but just to give you a couple of little tips. First of all, the main thing you can do if you see a dog coming up in front of you, or sometimes you might see two or three, the best thing to do actually is just to, move to the other side of the road. If a dog looks like it might be thinking about confronting you, sometimes if that happens, it's happened to me once or twice, I might change direction. If you are running past a dog and it suddenly behaves aggressively towards you, as I say, this rarely does happen to me down here, but if it does, 99.99% of the time, if I stop running, the dog stops doing what it's doing. When they see people running, sometimes they think you're running from something and it gets up their aggression, and they might think about chasing you. But again, that rarely happens to me. Most of the dogs here, even the stray dogs, are very used to seeing people, and they're, generally speaking, like all other animals, a lot more afraid of you than you are of them. And if they do behave in any kind of an aggressive way towards you, it usually means they're afraid of you. And if you just avoid them, that's all they're looking for. It's about 7 in the morning now, and usually there's a lot of Caribbean people, Antiguan people down here exercising and walking down the beach. As I mentioned, it's Sunday morning here, and so a lot of people go to church on Sundays or spend time with their families or take a rest day like people do in any other country. But here we are. This is Fort James Beach. Very popular with the local Caribbeans. And usually you can actually see the cruise ships coming in, but there may not be one coming in today. So yeah, talk about a great place to end up when you're on your morning run. This is it. Really important just to trust your own instincts, just to be in touch with yourself when you're running, be aware of what's happening inside of you. And if you have a feeling of discomfort about something, pay attention to it. You can change your route. You can move to the other side of the road. You can walk. There's many things you can do if you're feeling uncomfortable about a situation. So really just, I can't say how much it has helped me down here just to pay attention to my own instincts. Here I am. I'm at my turnaround point, and the sun is just beginning to come up over the horizon. And I'm just about to head back to the apartment. You think you know what a pothole is? Haha, look at this. You don't know a pothole until you've run in Antigua. So here we are back at the apartment. There it is, right behind us, Gordon Christopher Place in Antigua, which is where we're staying. And the last thing I wanted to talk about was just acclimatizing yourself to running down here. It's very hot and humid down here. Obviously, we're in the Caribbean. And so the first few times I ran here, I did not feel that great after because it takes your body a good week to 10 days to acclimatize to running down here if you're not used to this kind of weather. So being careful to give your body time to adjust, go slowly at first, drink lots of water before and after your run, do a proper cool down. And I did find that after a week or 10 days, I felt a lot better. Although, as you can see, I'm sweating a lot more than I ever have on any run I've ever done in Canada. And that's just par for the course because it's really, really hot and humid down here. I hope you enjoyed coming on my 5K morning run that I do every day here in Antigua for the last 6 weeks, and will continue doing until we leave here at the end of this month and head back to the cold climes of Canada. All right, this is Trainer Julia signing off and saying, have a fit day.